And I just want to touch on a couple things. Just my thoughts. I've been checking out, YouTube and some of the things they be talking about. And it's a lot of hating on the black female in hip hop, or the black female in general. I mean, if you look back at time, it's always been that way. It's always been that way in hip hop, to hate on the black female. And that's something that I could never understand. That's something that I could never comprehend. And that's something that I got a problem with. How can we disrespect the black female when we come from a black female? The black female is the Mother Earth, the woman who bear our child, And this is something that I never could wrap my head around, from the old school to the new school. And it's like, everybody get a pass on how, we approach them in hip hop, but the black woman is the one that get shit on, so to say, and that's the part that I never understood. And in my thoughts, I just want to let y'all know that that's not the one for us to be dropping our shit on. There's too many individuals out here that we can launch an attack on verbally besides the black female. And this is what I don't understand. It's like, somebody say something about your mom all in. You want to kill a cat, but you could talk about a black female like she the lowest thing on the earth. And I don't understand that. I can't. I can understand us having a disagreement with a black female, not understanding the black female, but to just go all out and total disrespect the black female like she's nothing, that's what I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around that. And y'all gotta make me understand that. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about, the hip hop culture. Y'all always been in a deep rooted hate for the black female, but yet y'all wonder why they act the way they do. Look at the narrative that spread it around hip hop, and why would you think, a woman would be so receptive to us if this is the way we treat them? I'm trying to get across to y'all is that if you change the way you treat them, maybe they might act better. I mean, you can't say they all the same. Yeah, there's some out there that gives a black female a bad name, but you also got to understand their walk. You got to also understand what they've been through in life before you judge them, because a lot of them been through things. A lot of them been through some issues. Who are we to look bad upon them when we got our issue, and we want the black woman to look the other way when it comes to our issues? But the same can't be given to the black woman. Y'all got to get better than that. Y'all got to get better than that. If somebody else come in and snatch our black queens up and the world is voided of black queens, we be looking like some fools wanting back our black queens. But to look back on it, we didn't treat them good. We didn't put them up on a pedestal. We didn't honor them. And that's the key word here. We got to start honoring our black queen. We got to start putting them up on a pedestal. If we want them to act right, we got to treat them right. We got to protect our females. We got to support them. We got to lift them up. Regardless of what they say, a woman can do it by herself. It's not true. It's not God's plan. It's not the way it was meant to be. It's not God's order. God made woman from man's rib. So therefore, you got a woman. That's why they're called woman, because they was taken from us. God meant for that to be our helpmate, and that's to help us succeed. There was divine order in place. So it's a reason why you see so many women out of order and so many men out of order, disrespect. But at the end of the day, we gotta understand that these are our queens and we are the king. And once we realize that and find that order and restore that order, then things will come back into order. Once we all understand that. And it's just, we're just in a pathetic place in our music that's so appealing to our younger generation, where you got the next generation that's going to be, tainted by this attitude of disrespect to the black woman. And I can't continue to sit by and allow that to fester and not say something. So that's why I chose to come out and say something on my platform, because somebody got to do it. If you don't do it, who will? And that's the problem. Nobody's willing to stand up in the hip hop community and say, this ain't cool. This ain't what it's supposed to be. This is not what we're supposed to do. And yes, I know sometimes black women make it easy to frown upon them by their activities. Therefore, to say with the strip pole persona that's portrayed in the hip-hop community today, you know, with such acts as Meg Thee Stallion. This is all because of these women who delve into this type of lifestyle, and they're in search of their father because they missed that dad, so they never had nobody to show them that love that they so desperately need now. If you go back to a lot of these women who act out and who do all kinds of, you know, foul things to disrespect their, you know, heritage, is because they didn't have a father in their home. But that was systematically set up. As I once said in the last video, is that the black man was taken out of the home for a reason. And that's why you see so many broken homes, and therefore you have broken women, and therefore you have broken sons. So it's a fractured family because of what was set in place to take place. And this is why you see so many things prevalent in the black community today, where you see, you know, things out of order, things out of place, women running homes by themselves. That shouldn't be the case, where a woman feel like she's got to be in charge, handling everything, running everything. Therefore, you wouldn't have a woman thinking that, you know, she's the disciplinarian of the house. This is set in order for the man to be. And once we realize that and get back to that and teaching women how to be, you know, have a man that respects them. A man can only show a woman how a man is supposed to respect them, and that comes with the father being in the home, showing the daughter or showing the mother respect. Therefore, the daughter sees how she should be treated by a man. So, you know, these are all the things that's got the wheel turning, why there's so much dysfunction with the rap community and why the hip-hop community disrespects the black woman. And I hope y'all get the point. I don't want to let that, you know, take away from the point that I'm trying to make. And at the end of the day, that we got to encourage the black men to salute they black women. Do not degrade them. If you see a black woman degrading herself, you got to pull her aside and let her know, like, you're a queen. Don't degrade yourself. Don't downgrade yourself because of a man or because of your circumstances. Because the day get brighter, as y'all see, the sun coming out is just crazy because I'm hitting this topic and out of nowhere, here comes the sun. So that's nothing but God, you know what I mean, spreading the light on me because I'm bringing light to this topic. So I just say to, you know, black men and black women, y'all sisters, y'all gotta encourage each other. And black men, y'all gotta encourage the black woman. And black woman, y'all gotta encourage the black man. We gotta encourage each other. But this topic is strictly on the black men encouraging the black woman and not disrespecting the black woman, not putting the black woman in a space where she feel like she's vulnerable, you know, to the fact that whereas though she's in danger or being disrespected by a black man, or feel like she has to lower herself or lower her standards because she's in the company of a black man who doesn't respect her. So she got to settle. So we just got to build, y'all. We got a lot of work to do out here. We do. We got a lot of work, you know, and it starts with us. If we don't start now, when will it ever start? We gotta come to understanding that in order to get respect, we gotta give respect first. And us as men, it's gonna have to start with us. It starts with us and it ends with us. But the woman is gonna have to understand that, you know, you don't have to be everything anymore. You know, you cannot handle and carry all the weight. Don't try to. Let the man be a man. Let the man lead. But there's nothing wrong with following him. I know a lot of y'all say, oh, I can do me, I got me. Nah, that's not the way it's supposed to be. We understand that. But in order for us to get back in God's divine order, we have to have order. And that's what you see out here today. That's why you see so much mayhem and dysfunction, and the family is fractured because everybody feel like, oh, I could do me. I got me. I could raise a family. If God meant for the black woman to raise the family on her own, it wouldn't have never been possible for two of them to come together to create a child. And that's what we got to understand, you know. And you see a lot of, you know, you see, and don't get me wrong, you see a lot of lesbians coming together. Not that I'm frowning upon in the gay community, but, you know, that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be man and woman that creates a child. They procreate and bring forth a human life. Therefore, that's how you raise a family. So I don't want to get too long-winded with this. There's a lot of systemic racism that's coming from the black community, that's within the hip-hop community, that's perpetuated on the black female today. You know, we all can learn a lesson from each other on how to treat each other. First, we gotta respect each other. Once we respect each other, get back to respecting each other, then we can grow as a family and come back together. So with that being said, if y'all like this, share it, subscribe to the channel for more hip-hop news, TV, and ring that bell so you can get more of this content, because I'm going to keep hitting y'all over the head with it. This is where I'm at, and this is where I'll be. So if y'all want to hear more of this to inspire y'all, share it with somebody else. If you know somebody else need to hear it. If you know a brother out there that need to hear it, where you know that he's disrespecting females, let him listen to it. Send it to him. I can't get this content out on my own. I'm going to need y'all help. I'm going to need y'all to share this and comment on this and like this. That's how we can affect the algorithms on YouTube, because we need to get more of this positive messages out to the youth that's on here, because that's the future. So we got to change the future. So with you and me together, we could change the future. But remember, it starts with us. And remember, a more world needs more.
Now you wanna be with me.
Papi, you know I want that heat.
Now you wanna